Hello, lovelies. It's Lee. Thank you for stopping by and sharing some time with me today. I hope you and yours are doing well, and I hope you enjoy the pieces in this video. If you be so kind, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on anything new. Also, lovelies, if you'd like to follow me on my other socials, please use the link in the description of this video, and that would be greatly appreciated. Let's get right into it. Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Better yet, can you please bring me my dream? Can you dust it off for me, please? This one is a bit older and hasn't been dreamt in a while. Bring me the one I can remember that got me excited in the night. The one that made me feel as if it was really possible for me to obtain, even in my waking hours. Bring me the dream that sets my heart on fire, the one that ignites the passions that I thought were long since dormant. I can barely recall this dream, yet somehow it has stayed with me the longest out of them all. Mr. Sandman, help me make this dream a reality. Guide me through the grains that lay before me everywhere. Help me place the small pieces together in hopes of seeing what I can and will make from them over time. Mr. Sandman, please bring me my dream. To partake. Waste no time being in the middle of or involving yourself in meaningless babbles. The waste of energy in such endeavors will only leave you in mourning and doubt. Instead, partake in the many ways one can delegate each day. Take time in the enjoyment of little things, such as tasting all there is that life has to offer. Big things are there for the moment. Little things can be there forever. Partake in all that life has to offer. Yet make sure you know that with time's limitations, when and how you spend your moments, living them to the fullest. Potential energy. Progress made one day as a setback the next. Ongoing frustrations beginning to take a toll. Time takes a back seat when it really should be at the forefront. Everyone and everything seems like it's going in both fast and slow motion. Nights spent sleepless as the mind goes a mile a minute. Take a breath and then do it again. One full of hope, the other feels wasted. Ideas take flight only to crash and burn. Another moment spent knowing what needs to be done, yet not having the will to do it. Long are the days like this. Long are the nights like this. Emerge from your cocoon ready, or so you think you are. New thoughts decide not to give way to old ones. Even time itself finally seems to be cutting you a break. Right now is the chance you've been waiting for. Got your second wind. Wings are open and you're ready to fly. Yearn for the energy you need to make your heart's desires reality. The potential is there. It dwells within us all. Sunburned heart. Scorched by the flames, I forgot to wear some sunscreen. The passion was so bright in the beginning, but then the intensity was dialed up, way beyond 100, from 0 real quick. At first, like the sunshine, he was everywhere, always there by my side. I thought it was cute, fun, and even silly until it wasn't anymore. Night and day, there began to be burning, always burning. His gaze was always there. Even after I tried to get away, I couldn't escape his UV rays stare. Trying desperately to stay in the shadows, the shade was never enough. Burn after sun-filled burn, not even water was enough to cool his flames. Flare after flare just kept coming my way. By now, my leathery blisters were ever more visible upon my heart. I had nothing left to give, nothing left that his burning blaze hasn't already taken from me. In the end, this is all that I'm left with. My scars forever burned into my skin. The marks may heal, but the lasting effects upon the heart won't anytime soon. He burned me so badly and for so long that I can't even stand the pale light of a trying to forget, still burning my soul, even now, moon. Smudged view. Every day, my path becomes less and less straight. So many things, big things, small things, just seem to enjoy getting in my way. The lines of what I have always thought I knew between right and wrong are fading away faster and faster before I can even mark them down again. Friends have become enemies, love has become hate to my mind and poison to my beating heart, to my very existence. Each day my sight grows dimmer as the light that I once relied on seems to leave, becoming a dim flicker where it was once a raging fire. Life once so crisp and clear, full of promise and awe, has given way to not what I wish to do, but what I have to do just to survive. Where things were once in focus, they are now out of focus. There is no mystery left. Take your steps. Each one seems to wobble more and more. There is no telling what could now be in store. The painted veil of life would lie to you with a crisp and beautiful view. Don't let the false desire of rose-colored glasses continue to fool you. Harvest moon. Look there, above, you in the pale clear night sky. Rising above us is a portrait of what the days have given. During this time of harvest, you can catch glimpses of the stalks swaying in the wind. Upon its cratered brow, you can feel the sweat of days spent clearing the fields. Upon its lips, if you listen closely, you can hear the moon telling the closest stars how it is proud of how the season has progressed. Then upon its reflection in the dim dancing waters of a night lake, you can watch how it depicts those celebrating that another year's hard work has been rewarded. The nights, like the days, are full of merriment and wonder. These are the joys that the harvest moon gets to reflect upon, that each night it gets to rise and ponder. Errant tide. It's there, it's always there, ready to pull one from where they think they have planted their feet steadily upon the sand, washing away previous prints, leaving nothing to be followed, causing the trials to start over and over again. Sometimes there is one who finds a way to run before the waters reach them, only to look back, noticing that the tide still won due to one moving from their present path. What was once so calm and steady is now kicked up by the storms. Unsteady, waves are cold and willing to soak one through, and through straight to the bone. Beware the errant moan, calling from beyond what you can see at a given distance away. Only these tides are meant to lead the unsuspecting astray. April the Cruel. Absolutely not. Leave me be as I continue my hibernation. Who said I wanted to leave the warmth of my cave to greet the day? Who said I was ready to awaken to the sun shining, birds singing, and flowers blooming, and that it would bring me joy to know that the season of life has returned? Please return to your home wherever it is. If you are going to wake up to seize the day, that's awesome. More power to you. While you do that, I like to return to my warm bed, my nutritional-ish meals, and the joy of being a shut-in. I went out once and didn't much care for it, so I'm fine here. Right now, I'm in the middle of something very important. What, you may ask? Well, it's anything that involves me not stepping outside my front door. In fact, it's so important that I can do it right from the comfort of this very room we are currently standing in. Please go be your bright and bubbly self somewhere else. We all know the day ball hurts my eyes at this point. Invite whomever you like over. Just make sure they're all with you and you're all somewhere that's not considered here where I currently am. I really don't mean to be rude, but I can barely stand the interaction I'm being forced to have right now. Life is a beautiful thing. Yes, you are very correct in that idea. Yet, how I choose to spend my time enjoying life and how you choose to spend yours is vastly different. So go be free before the season of death strikes again. I will catch up with you soon. This was fun. We must do it never again. Portals. Opening. Golden glowing orbs that right now are linking so many worlds. They walk through all that was still here. All that was lost returned to stand and face the one who let them go with no regard for them, only thinking about himself. Each side now stands as the glowing orbs begin to become smaller and close. They dissipated, disappeared. Those worlds are no longer open to those who stand, but that's fine. They are no longer needed. All who have congregated are meant to be where they currently are now. Will the portals return? Will they rise for all those who need to return to their worlds? We shall see only after the story ends. Do it again, please. Wave your finger in the air in a circular motion and let me see them open once more. What was once closed is now an open door. Falling. He was there when no one else was. It was as if he was waiting for someone to find him, as if he was waiting for me, someone needing to be found. Also needed someone in that moment. Every long hour spent together began to mean more than anything else in life. We shared things that couldn't be shared with anyone else by either of us, either in death or in life. He lost his life saving the one he loved once upon a time. He saved me in the present as I was losing the one I once thought I loved. We shared a common theme, our stories intertwined. I was his new love and he was now mine. We came together from beyond the veil. I wish more than anything that we could simply hold each other's hands. That would mean more to me in this moment than life itself. Why did we meet this way? Why do we both have to suffer a life's misguided plan? Confetti of remembering. Sit and reminisce. So many days gone by. So many moments of life lived. So many good, many bad, many made-up thoughts I didn't even know I've had. So many faces, some known, some just passing through. Even just a year's worth of memories can be too much to sift through. Whether young or old, the mind is a cluttered warehouse of mental confetti. So many colors, once vibrant, have dulled. Daydreamer is my first name. Days roll by and the mind freely wanders. Another lost voice among a growing sea of cloud calling to thee. Years can pass by in the mind in mere moments. Dreams in the mind's eye becomes reality. Right now, there is no recollection of where I am or what I'm supposed to be doing. Everything I need is currently an inception. There is a dream within a dream. Annoyed are the faces of those who can't or won't dare to understand. My contentment in this made-up world is only the first step in my creative plan. Everything in my head is set up under my design. Reality will mirror my dream. I will make it happen in time. Find your joy. Always asking the question, but not really willing to think of the response before the generic one falls out of your mouth. When was the last time you really thought about if what you do makes you happy? Do you still find joy in it? Have you ever found the satisfaction your heart desires from it? Take a step back and really think about it. Has it brought you money and notoriety? If you say yes, then cool. But does it bring you joy? Are you still invested in it with all your heart, or are you simply going through the motions, feeling like, well, it's what I do, it's all I know, it's what my identity has become? Steps sometimes need to be taken back to re examine, reevaluate, and remember why we do what we do. Making sure that with each passing stage of our being, making sure we are still fulfilled by who we say we are as well as what we do. Moments come and go, and we won't have our purpose locked down all the time. Change and growth are good. They are necessary to live the truth of our lives. Left unread. After so many days, she was finally able to look at her phone. As soon as it was turned on, notification sounds just wouldn't cease. It was as if he had a desire, an insatiable need to be with her, to hear her voice, to see her face, to know she was all right. All she could reply was, "Dude, read the room." As his heart jumped due to hearing the notification sound for the first time in days, but for him, it felt as if it had been years. He saw her message and knew all of his had been left unread. His need now would grow even more, yet there was a change. Whereas before, her snide remarks and barely given answers gives him joy in just being responded to, his tolerance for continued neglect was wearing thin. As she would finally be done with clearing her history, the actual messages she wanted to read had been mixed in with all of the nonsense. Soon, just before she placed her phone back down, another notification ping sound chimed in. She looked at the message with a sort of frightened annoyance, as she saw who the message was from. She should have read it this time, not simply once again deciding to ignore the words on the screen. If she had, she would have known his thoughts had changed. The message once more being left unread only had this to say: "Fine, if this is how you want to play the game, then let's play." Malicious compliance. Each day becomes more and more of an exercise in superorganization. Like putting on a play, I knew when to smile, nod, and face the stage with poise and a sly grace. They just kept pushing for more and more that they just expected me to give, until one day there was a snap and I chose to enforce my own will. Now the days are spent in a boggle of a state for those who try to impose their will upon me. They are now confused and jumbled, wondering how this could be. Now it's they who need to know when to hit their marks on stage, for I am now the puppet master and they sing and dance to please me. They wish they could cut my ability to pull their strings. If they want smooth moments, they must bend to my will. For if I cancel the show they tried to stick me with for so long, it's them who will end up paying the bill. Snap out of it. Somehow kept in an altered state. The very atmosphere of the room was that of a chilled wasteland. There was no way to be warned beyond thinking happy thoughts that didn't work at any given time. We all know fairy tales are never going to be real. Like a fluorescent creature now, as if stuck in the ground by roots, like those of a bush made of thorns. There was nowhere to go, escape was no longer an option. I was trapped with no way to snap out of my looming fate. A place for my words. Dear Diary, dreams are what you help make clear. Emotions are worked through as I thumb through your pages. Another day spent living, more thoughts worth recording. Rambles from my mind are kept safe behind the folds of your lock and key. Dare I let you know what I thought of another today? Would it be kind to pen such emotions into reality? Imagine what you'd say if you could talk back to me. Do I or do I not defile your blue lines with my ways? Another day has come and gone. I'm still here scribbling away, as if nothing once told to you could ever be wrong again. Right now, at this moment, you are the only one who listens. You truly know and care about what I have to say. Yes, over time, our meetings may come to an end and I may move on. Yet I will forever look upon you fondly, for you are a chapter in my life's written song. Share the night. Sitting by a campfire light, pass me another s'more. Never do I want such a moment to end as I lean back in my chair even more. As I watch it dance, the fire's light becomes my soul living ore. See it in the distance, not so far off, lightning begins to cleave. The mood now shifts. You can feel the surroundings becoming charged as running feet crunch through dying leaves. Just in time to put the coals out as we all run and hide beneath waiting eaves. Now a downpour. Say goodnight as we leave the night to its wash and spray. As I lay my head down upon my pillow, silently in a whisper, my lips begin to pray. Whenever I wake, let me be greeted, pleased by the sun's warmth as it streams from golden rays. Let the world still exist even after the winds of the storm have blown. Grant me a calm new day as if granted from my dreams on loan. As the prayer leaves my lips, I know this wish is not from only me on my own. Time's a labyrinth. Each minute is a new turn. Once it's passed, the hedges grow taller as the roots big and deep. Looking to see who can even remember the moment that just passed before. The maze of time will ensnare you once you cross its threshold. Don't forget to line your steps with breadcrumbs or something that can lead you back to where your moments began. Each passing minute is an event where perspective makes all the difference. Not all steps, even among the same twists and turns, will give each person passing through the same result. Seek your way, yet time is ever moving. Once you're in, good luck finding your way back out. Paper hearts. A craft made like snowflakes for the times during the winter months. Each one thought to be an exact replication of the last, yet this is not all the case. Stretch them out in your hands, each one beautiful in its own way. Cut them loose, set them free, and let them be anyway. Thought of as nothing more than a toy, a trinket, a disposable prop to be used and shared by more than one who will make it as nothing more than a symbol for a day, a moment, a passing gesture of silly thoughts of love. Yet for those who know, for those who feel, we know each heart means much more. By the end of our festivities, see them all now lying crumpled on the floor. Each one was beautiful in its own way when it was first made before. Now, look at them, dirty, used, never again to be new or cared for. Is this what the heart really means? Was any of this what your paper heart was meant to endure? Tylenol. Don't say the word. The back of my throat becomes lost in the taste of bitter colds past. Just having the pills in my hand starts the reflex of gag to begin. May your juice be thick and your tongue not willing to roll away back into your mouth. Your fever is high, but to go through the hot sweats alone will mean the horrid taste won't assault my mind once again. Can't even bring myself to swallow them whole. They must be broken in half as each piece is then contemplated on. Try to down them fast as the taste of death invades my very being. Just the thought of them within the body makes the butthole clench. Fingertips are now covered in their dust, and the ability to touch has been lost. The mind still spinning. Was the need to feel better really weighed properly against the need not to think about a taste being left behind that only gallons of juice can now make subside? Oh God, I just remembered. That was the first pill. There is still the second to take. My mind wants to freaking cry. Please take me away from this awful place. Crescent City. Come to the Paris of the South and behold all there is to offer. Heading to Bourbon, getting some beignets in the Quarter, or brunch on Canal. Don't forget to try some crawdaddies and a poor boy before you leave now, you hear? Bring enough bread for the birds in City Park or they will chase you all over the scene. Don't miss out on the sights as well as the history this land below sea level has to enjoy. Catch the bees thrown from the floats during Mardi Gras and feel the jazz in the very air you breathe. Walk the streets in the home of magic, mystery, and majesty. Take a walk through above-ground cemeteries and pay your respects to a voodoo queen. Experience what only can be experienced in the city that care forgot, known by locals as New Orleans or New Orleans. Broken keyboard. Tech assured, modern times is all we've come to know. What will come of us who use it when it no longer is able to be used? Will the use of pen, pencil, ink, and quill was the way to convey messages we wanted to share? Will time catch up or will it take us back all the way? What good is the keyboard in use when there is nothing left to say? Butterflies return. Come and see them as they fill the sky, a cloud of color passing on high, wings flapping, crashing, pushing each other on. It's a beautiful yet unnerving swarm. They have all come just after emerging from their cocoons. Here they come, blotting out the light of the sun, humming by during the light of the moon. Thank you, lovelies, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you be so kind, use the link that's on the screen currently. You could join me on all of my socials. I hope we all continue to grow together, and I'm always sending you all much love and good vibes. Have a blessed day, my friends.